I'll give you something you can use with your Lumina converter.
Alright, you're on.
Yes!
Yeah.
Down there. Wait until today to say something. It's a bit late, isn't it?
Sometimes I feel sorry for her.
Who? The paintress?
Look at her. She looks sad. Maybe she's a prisoner too, stuck in the same cycle with us. Silly her.
Only you could choose empathy at a moment like this.
It's one of the few choices I can make.
I couldn't do it.
It's okay. You don't have to. Hello? Gustav, help!
Let me take death! This would be...
Alright. It should be better. Alright, shit. preview. Sounds better. Word. Alright. Let's get serious.
If you don't think that we are already in civil war and we just haven't seen the guns ablazing on the streets, well, then you're missing the beat. I've got a video, not just this morning's broadcast, in which we showed you the lieutenant governor to the state of Minnesota telling their constituents to put their bodies on the line as the first line of fire against federal law enforcement. Well, here I've got a video of this wackadoodle who is telling you if you voted for the right side of politics, so if you voted for Republicans, put your information in the comments and they're going to come attack your whole family. Listen up.
I'm furious. I'm so mad I can't even think straight. Being angry I am. And every MAGA, I want to punch you in the fucking face. I want to beat you up and curb stomp the shit. If you voted for Donald Trump, come tell me in the comments. I'm going to find where you fuck family. If you have a 5-year-old kid, I'm going to pick them off too. I fucking hate.
So this deranged individual is out here, one of many, saying if you are even politically aligned with the right side of government, the Republican side, they should beat up your children. They should pick up your 5-year-olds and throw them to the ground. This is the message that they are sending. This is not a message that is shared by this crazy person alone. This message goes out to the entire country. And let me tell you, if you believe the polls that we are really split 51% to 49% right side and left side, you're talking about 150 million people against 150 million people inside of our country. That is civil war. And so with the lieutenant governor saying what they are, with local law enforcement saying what they are doing, the governor of Minnesota sending in the National Guard to fight, the federally sent in National Guard and federal enforcement officials, you can see that this is very, very far from over.
To Americans who are watching this right now, and I don't know, maybe you're watching it with curiosity, bewilderment, horror, scorn.
I don't know who he thinks sitting next to me here.
Bewilderment, horror, scorn.
Seems like a personal attack.
Or sympathy. I've got a question for all of you. What side do you want to be on? The side of an all-powerful federal government that can kill, injure, menace, and kidnap its citizens off the streets? Or on the side of a nurse at the VA hospital who died bearing witness to such government?
So here's the governor of the entire state telling everyone in the country to choose your side. Do you want to be on the side of the federal government? We do live in the United States of America. The federal government is the overseeing power of the entire country. Or do you want to be on the side of the political left?
Or the side of a mother whose last words were, "I'm not mad at you." The side of tens of thousands of peaceful citizens who showed up to march when the wind chill was 40 below because they love this state and they love this country.
You know, this is crazy because he's telling you about all of these people while Waltz here was standing behind his gated mansion, behind the gate, with
They're a bad
his
person,
minions,
and
as he
karma will
calls
deal
them,
with
out
him.
in front of
And
the
I should
gate.
have known better. When Clive and
Security
Nick
is
said
all
we want to
behind
bring
him,
Sneeko, I said
gunned up
5
and ready
times,
to
I don't
go.
like him, he's
And he's
weird.
telling each one of them,
And I was proved
"You're
right,
doing a
so
good job. You're being a
the
good
lesson
boy.
here is
You're
to
being a
stick to
good girl. You go out there and do that." While he's behind his gate, telling everybody else to get out there. So him applauding people for getting out with a wind chill of 40 degrees shows you just how disconnected people are from reality.
Stream! I got these guys fucking with my fucking... Alright, what's good?
Now, this is his first mistake. This is a streamer out here who was ambushed and attacked inside of Minneapolis. They thought he was ICE or an immigration sympathizer. They pull him out of his vehicle because he is dumb enough to open the door. Mistake number one. He says he's being followed. He stops his vehicle. He opens his door.
All right, what's good? Oh, yeah. My car, let me. Move up. Yeah.
So here you see the assault actually taking place. Rule number one, folks, get to a safe position. Rule number two, never open your door. You're inviting trouble.
We might be at a strategic inflection point in terms of what's going on from a White House standpoint. President Trump, of course, has already threatened more than once about imposing the Insurrection Act. My understanding is the White House made some comments about it that where he basically said that what Governor Walz was saying, what the mayor of Minneapolis was saying, was basically, quote, inciting an insurrection, unquote. That sounds to me like the president is poised to potentially invoke the Insurrection Act.
Right there.
Do you think Trump's going to do it? Do you think the Insurrection Act is coming? I'm starting to believe it is. And I think that the people of the country are playing right into the bigger game. They know exactly what they need to give the Insurrection Act the power.
Dude, you gotta think fresh. Fresh hooked that one up. He was like, yo, we need this played, and they have to go on Rumble, get the link, but we made it happen.
You get shut down. Crazy.
Dude, you gotta think fresh. Fresh hooked that one up. He was like, yo, we need.
You get shut down. Crazy.
Dude, you gotta think fresh. Fresh hooked that one up. He was like, yo, we need.
Needless to say, what the fuck?
For the people.
How are you responding to Trump's threats of 100% tariffs?
Well, the first thing is that Canada respects our engagements, our commitments. Il y a des engagements dans l'ACM. We have commitments under CUSMA that not to pursue free trade agreements with non-market economies without prior notification. We have no intention of doing that with China or any.
So there you have Canada and Carney walking back. He was all for China, and then Trump said, if you do it, we're imposing 100% tariffs, taxes across the entire board. The Canadian economy would freaking crumble in 2 quarters. First, it would hurt in the first quarter. The second quarter, the Canadian economy would be completely over. You would literally have riots in the streets of that country, and it would take a lot for the Canadians to riot, eh? They will take a lot before they go do that because they have been told by their government, told by their law enforcement to just accept being attacked. But then they would get out into the streets. And then you have the entire region of North America in trouble. So Carney walked it back real quick, but I think there's some shady deals coming. Here you have a federal official knocked to the ground by protesters attacked on the streets of our country.
Get back! Get back! Get back! Get back! What the fuck is wrong with your asshole? You motherfuckers!
Because I am if you're an ICE agent, I hope you know that it is up. And by every stretch of the imagination, y'all are the ops, and it is like that if I see you.
So here we have some threats coming out from individuals inside of our country saying that if they see ICE on the streets, they're going to smoke them on the streets. And on the side, you see all these little memes of make widows, hunt ICE, real G's move in, and silence like lasagna. So here you have a different cultural aspect to the Civil War that is playing out. It's not just the blue hair, nose ring individuals. Here you have some other things happening.
Hey.
So
ICE just shot and killed a man in broad. ICE just shot and killed a man. And acted and then kept fucking. They're gonna keep. They should be. They want to do this. They want to just start fucking. You are not. If you do not want the immediate
Anybody who cannot articulate their position without cussing immediately loses IQ points in my point of view. If that's what you have to rely on to get your point across, whether you're angry or not, and this goes for everybody, including Trump, who had to tell Venezuela F around and find out. If you can't articulate your position and your position is not of such strength that you can say it without cursing, you lose my respect right away. We can all discuss things without every other word having to be a curse.
Out arming yourselves right now.
So here you have, again, another generational and social type saying to pick up weapons and get into the streets.
You all need to be arming yourselves right now. You all need to learn how to shoot guns. You all need to learn how to protect yourselves. You guys need to learn what to do in a situation where you get detained and how to help your friends when they are getting detained. You all need to become aware of what's happening right now. Now, there is no protesting without some sort of militant action.
So another call to action to get into the streets with weapons. This is Stallone, but it's not Sylvester Stallone, it's his brother Frank, saying it's time for Trump to initiate the Insurrection Act.
It's very sad to see what's going on in Minnesota right now. I've spent a lot of time in Minnesota and Wisconsin, that neck of the woods. Minnesota used to be a beautiful city, St. Paul and Minneapolis. It's just falling apart. I mean, these people, the instigators, the governor, the mayor, instigating trouble, perpetuating it against law enforcement. I mean, my theory is this: you shouldn't be able to get 25 feet near a federal officer.
So Stallone's calling for the Insurrection Act.
There we
And I
go.
do believe that you're going to see more and more people doing that. I've seen it on social media. I see it all over the place. Individuals, American citizens calling for it. They don't know what they're asking for because it won't stop at the Insurrection Act. Everybody's going to be a domestic terrorist before long. Guys, you're watching Full Spectrum
Much
Survival,
better.
where I doom scroll so that you don't have to. Please make sure that you are subscribed. Share this video with friends and
Much,
family.
much
Put it
better.
out there to people, even if they're on the left side of government. Let's all talk this through and get through it together. From my family to yours, please stay safe and keep watch.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Monitor, mute output. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. Okay. Can we...
The assignment came through normal channels in March of 1987. Standard transfer orders. Nothing unusual about the paperwork except the destination code I didn't recognize. Dulce, New Mexico, grid reference that didn't match any official military installation I knew about. I was Staff Sergeant Raymond Kirkland then, 28 years old, with 8 years of military police experience. Clean record, security clearance high enough that they trusted me with things most soldiers never saw. But nothing had prepared me for what waited underneath that desert. The bus ride took 14 hours through back roads that didn't appear on any map. No stops, no explanations. Just me and 11 other MPs, all of us wondering why we'd been pulled from our regular posts for what the orders called special detention duty. The driver never spoke, never even looked back at us. When we finally stopped, it was at what looked like an abandoned mining operation. Rusted equipment scattered around, a few prefab buildings that had seen better decades, the kind of place you'd drive past without a second thought. That was the point, I realized later. Sergeant Harold Fletcher met us at what passed for a gate. Big man, maybe 45, with the kind of weathered face that comes from seeing too much. His handshake was firm, but his eyes kept moving, always scanning, always watching. "Welcome to Site 7, he said, though that name never appeared in any of our paperwork. What you're about to see is classified beyond anything you've encountered. You signed the papers. You know the penalties.